I'm watching stars on the roof like I'm on top of the house. It's that boy from the group. Oh.
I had to get the go through the app. My wife ain't here, so I was kind of doing it by myself.
Wifey handles all the
Everything.
technical.
All
Yeah.
the
Yeah, females be good with that sometimes. Man.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because I gotta you go to her phone.
Okay, let me do that.
Yeah, everything in my whole life, all my passwords, security codes, everything is in her phone.
Oh damn. Okay,
My friends were like, "How do you do that?" I'm like, "Shit, I'm married.
Yeah, it's your wife.
I ain't got no side piece.
Yeah.
We can exchange phones. Shit."
Ooh, so you in a real comfortable space.
Oh man, at the tip drill, shit, where else you go? It was over. I woke up that next morning, tip drill was like, you know what? I gotta get my life together.
Oh,
straight
man.
up. Yeah. But it's gonna go to them. It's just less I gotta do, less I gotta give. One of them a freshman, Wisdom a freshman, so you know, if I give her $80, man. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the oldest one, 22, she didn't have. She an influencer. Heavenly. She's on TikTok and 400,000. So I did a competition with her during COVID. Like I you know, I'm the star in this house. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the star in this. So we started TikTok, and it was kind of like a flip thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can't do shit, I can make stars. I can't do nothing, I can coach. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I said, get on TikTok, I can beat you. So we jumped on TikTok. Man, shit, I reached 3,000 people since 2020 or some shit. I just gave up. She hit 400,000. She hit 7 million. She got 9 million likes and shit. I'm talking, kill me. I said, bullshit. It was a trend going around like, this is my mom in the 2000s. This is my dad in the 2000s. She did. This is my dad in 2000s. She did the craziest numbers ever. Like see what I do, but I can't receive. You know what I'm saying? It really went crazy. And like, oh, that's your dad. Oh, then all these older people got on there. I was like, I was in love with your daddy. He was my baby daddy in high school and all this, but it still didn't resonate over to my page. It was just like, okay, this Ali's daughter. You know what I'm saying? And so I'd be nervous. She do like postings and stuff like that. So I'd be calling the promoter. She don't even know it. She was like, Daddy, why did you tell me? Yeah, I called you. Shit.
You should.
Because I should. Like, yo, I'm letting my package come to you, bro. Watch, make sure she's straight. She's born in 2000. She couldn't fight her way out of bad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't raised her like that.
Right.
So look out for her. She ain't ratchet. She ain't built for nothing like that. Like she a woman. She a queen. She know how to act. But don't have no. She ain't gonna better fight nothing.
Right. That's dope. Let's I guess get into it. I think like the biggest thing that's of course has been going on with you lately is you kind of coming out and speaking your piece with the whole, situation with the Lunatics and Nelly and you guys kind of falling out. And it would seem like old at this point, but like even some of my friends and people I told, like, yeah, we're getting Ali on the show. They're surprised. Like it's really not out there, like as far as like, your side of the story and everything is really not out there like I thought it was.
Right.
So I mean, like, I don't know, briefly, if you kind of want to touch on what happened, what got you to the point to where you were just, fed up and had to go off and say something.
It kind of led me with me being the oldest, me being the, it being my group, me being the head, me being the coach, me being that. I stayed, it was like 10, 12 of us that started this. So when I came home from school, I just told a good friend of mine, Love and Yellow Max, said, yo, I just need some rappers. I got an idea. They brought about 25, 30 dudes over. And then I started talking about, y'all want to start a rap group, and it ain't gonna be no, you know. Originally, I said no cussing, just to really like see who wanted to be in this.
Yeah, commercial.
Yeah, no cussing. You know, it could be. It's a way to talk tough and everything without, you know, cussing. But that was just a really a test. But we're not gonna disrespect women like harshly, like bitch this, bitch that. No gang shit, because you know I was a blood.
And the rest of them are Crips.
Yeah, you know saying Nelly them Crips and you know saying throw down blood and just so much. So I put the rag shit down and was like, yo, let's you know, they dropped the rag and it just kinda like that start, you know what I'm saying? And me starting that and me being there that whole ride into when I was like the quarterback the whole time, right before the big game. I switched over to tailback. Murphy Lee was the tailback. He switched to wide receiver. Nelly was the quarterback. And I dealt with them adjustments really quick. Okay, I'm how long, you know. And I told him in the huddle, like, I was kind of against the solo thing because first I got a solo offer, but they didn't want the group. So I said, nah, I'm not doing it. I wasn't even going to do the solo thing. But the first thing we had, Give Me What You Got, it was me rapping. And then I fought for Nelly to be on it. The label that we were working with, they didn't think he fit the song. I'm like, nah, he tough, he is. I need him on his last verse. And it was that in itself was still titled Saint Lunatics. It was like the Wu-Tang. It was really loud. It wasn't going to be Ali featuring Nelly. It was Lunatics. So it was really just and then throughout the years, you know what I'm saying, all the people that participated from T-Love and Yellow Mac and all the members and you know, I see about 12, 13 the producers that was around, everybody kind of got dropped off along the way. But I told you know my brother T-Love, I said, yo, I wasn't with the solo. I said because it's gonna put too much pressure on one person's back. I didn't build this life for it to be on one person's back. You know what I'm saying? So when that day I talked to him, it's my brother T-Love, he'll tell you, I said, all right now, I'm gonna be the last man standing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the last one standing because he gonna need me. I taught him how to rap. I taught him how to, he gonna need me. You know what I'm saying? And so 08, the road manager Yellow Mac, he got let go. 9, T-Love got let go. 10, Slow Down, the Mavs got let go. 12, 13, Murphy Keywan got let go. You know what I'm saying? I was the only one that left.
Yes.
In 20. I was so tired of trying to hold it together. You know what I'm saying? My last straw was like, it's 20th anniversary in 20. It's 20th anniversary of the country now.
Is that around the time when he did the performance, or he got something else? I think it was like BET or one of them award shows.
Yeah, see, the BET got the BET award, and it was after that. It was around that was the 20th anniversary of this 2020 year. He battled Ludacris, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And I'm like, I was kind of, you know, with it, and they took so long. I'm like, it really ain't worth this battle. That battle shit is like your whole career in one night. You know what I'm saying? It could wobble you. It kind of wobbled. It kind of wobbled the Dipset a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
My point was that 2020, it was just like the final. You know, I was, you know, my final tour was like. Bring the group back, bring the whole group back, bring Murphy Lee back. People want to see Murphy Lee. Like, people want to see the one with the mask. Like, you could just say the group with the one with the mask. And people will be like the Lunatics. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of us play the
say
part.
that. Yeah, and that's funny that you say that. Just not to mean to cut you off, but even like telling one of my friends, they was speaking on. I think the one with the mask is Slow Down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying like, man, that dude was so cool. Like he just added to their whole imagery. And I think anybody that followed you guys coming up, you know, Lunatics and all that, like we were big fans. Like you guys inspired us.
We inspired my brother, the Dipset. They wouldn't have got Freaky Zicky.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
We went and got Jewel Santana as a Murph. No disrespect, you know what I'm saying? Like they're my brothers, but we changed it. You know what I'm saying? Like we just changed it where you can bring a homeboy who won't even do nothing on the stage. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. And I think people that even followed you guys, like you could see that when it was really at its peak, that it was a collective effort. Even with Nelly in the front, it was
the
still
front.
a collective. Like Nelly doesn't work necessarily without the guy with the mask, without Murphy Lee's energy, without Big Leezy in the background. Like it doesn't work. It doesn't look the same. It was all that made Nelly,
Culture.
that image. Yeah, it was like a culture. It was,
and that's what I was trying
trend.
to explain the whole time in 17 and 18 and 19. I'm just like, oh, because he wanted to get back. He was just, I want to get back to where I was at. I'm like, well, let's bring them. Well, he was saying, man, I don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? You want to get back, but you don't want to go back. It don't make no sense. Like, how?
Yeah.
You just don't understand the importance of slowdown. I know he didn't rap anything, but it was kids that loved him. You know what I'm saying? It's people that Murph, Nelly had a big security guard. My cousin Big D. Murph had 2 security guards. He had to. His fans were just fanatics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 6'5". You know what I'm saying? I didn't need none, but I was always super cool. I came off, you know, dudes walking out, walk down the streets in Miami, neck and everything. If you just go speak to dudes and speak to the rough ones, like, well, they just, you solid, bro, you solid. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it moving. So I didn't really, none of us had any ill wills towards Nelly being the most famous one because we were just the Beatles. He's John Lennon, Murphy Lee, Paul, McCartney. I'm Ringo. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was never a thing. But at the point I was making completely was, and my final straw was like, bring the group back. It was March 2020, right when COVID hit. We was overseas, and he was just like, I don't want to. And I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna go get in the mud with them. You know what I'm saying? Because Murph and Kewan been gone since 13. They struggled for a little bit. We got it.
That's crazy.
There's a lot of things that people didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So they gone, and you know, he was upset about something, and I understand why he was upset. But I didn't understand. For me, it's nothing that's worth being upset that long. I had beef with Averb. Me and Averb had beef a little bit. Boom, we back. That's my little brother. I'm back with Big Bro. We talk. I can't hold a beef that long if it's not, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't do something to my wife or it's just not that, you know. So that was he just would not. He told me he wouldn't, and he told me though, honestly, and he had the right, you know what I'm saying, it's his show, this Nelly, the Nelly world. He's like, nah, I don't want to bring him back. You trying to force me to do something I don't want to do, Lee. And I always been the oldest, so I kind of, you know, my word is kind of strong, and I'm like, yo, you ain't even got to pay me no more. Just bring Murphy Lee back. I'm telling Sloat in the city, like, yo, when you bring Murph back, the number gonna go up. So more money is gonna
But
be.
what was the deal behind like them being outed first?
It was a situation with a guy that Nelly had beef with at home. You know what I'm saying? At St. Louis type shit. And they had beef. He had beef with him. Yet Kewan and Murph and all of us had our own separate relationship with that dude. You know what I'm saying? He was like a promoter dude.
Oh.
And him and Kewan was making money together, doing shows, doing parties, and all that kind of shit. So when him and Nelly got the beefing, he did throw some crazy shots at Nelly. And Nelly was like, yo, stop hanging around him. Kewan and Murph, Kewan, Murph, and City still stayed around. You know what I'm saying?
True. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I didn't, Slim. I didn't, but
I know.
Yeah, so but I was just, you know, I'm just down like that. You know what I'm saying? I thought of Slim now because I wasn't really mad. But if you tell me to be mad at Jay, I'm Jay. I'm mad at Jay. Fuck it. We mad at you. If this is over with, I ain't mad. I'll tell you I ain't mad, bro. I wasn't really mad. I just rolled with the team. So that's what it was. You know, they was around him. You know what I'm saying? He had a party, and it just kind of like blew up. But I didn't think it was just that. You know what I'm saying? I think it was. I figured he'd be mad for a little bit or whatever the case may be, but I didn't think it was going on from 13 to 14, 15 to 16. It was always kind of like, let's go get this money, Leezy, so we can bring them back. Okay, cool. So 14, 15, we on roll with New Kids on the Block, TLC. Like, wow, I think it's crazy. Like we going into some in 2015, 13, we went diamond with Florida Georgia Line. Baby, you're strong. You make me want to roll my window. We went diamond again in 13. So
you were part of the the country group, like that whole movement and
That
everything?
whole, and I didn't write that. He wrote that, but I was at that time. I was just on him about, man, let's just switch over. I was about 41 at the time. Like, man, we could just switch genres. I always had a dream of being the Bee Gees. You know what I'm saying? The Bee Gees started off with a folk group, and they went to country, then they went to like this and then the disco. I was like, yo, we could just switch genres because we love so much, music. My father was into jazz, and Nelly loves R&B, and I'm really into like stuff like I'm the country music. My mother was from Appleton, Missouri, so I grew up. My parents are old. My parents are your grandparents' age. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother was born in 1891.
Wow.
My grandfather was born in 1886. My grandfather, my dad, they had my dad when my grandfather was like 50, but my grandmother was like 45.
Wow.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just my grandparents. I'm still getting wisdom. I got wisdom from who parents were slaves. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother was born in a time of 1800s. You know what I'm saying? I graduated high school in 1991. When I graduated, she had a grandson. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say that my parents were older, and he was into Patsy Cline, Oakridge Boys, Alabama. So as a kid, I loved country. Like right now, I listen to a lot of country, Derek Rucker, and just a lot of country music. You know what I'm saying? So I always wanted to switch over into these different lanes, man. Like we could do so much. Now you murdered the game. You got the biggest debut album in hip hop history. Nobody ever came out, no cosign, no Dre, no Eminem, no shot at him. Just
nothing.
Boom, nothing. Just come out.
Saying like, boom. Took over the city. Took over the world after he took over the city.
Yeah.
Niggas were trying to hate too. You remember how, like a lot of the dudes, they were used to more maybe like a harder sound when it came to the hip hop. So like, I remember that time, and people, a lot of dudes was like, "Oh no, that ain't it." He kind of singing or whatever, like what is he? And then by the time I actually listened to it, I was like, "Damn!" Like, wait a minute, like these dudes is on to something.
So it was that. So at that time, that was the beef with them, and it just went 13 and 14 and 15. Now we on the New Kids on the Block too, and I'm talking to Q on the Murph, but whenever they hit me, I'm sending them money. Us sending them money. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't leaving them out there, not us. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was just that big over that topic. You know what I'm saying? To where we kept going. And I always sent them money. Every time they called me, asked me, my hardest part was getting into it. We were on Cash App at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They kind of got their shit together to where you be out of a situation so long, you're accustomed to being out of it. Mm-hmm. I was just the newest one out of it. So that moves to 2020 when I was just literally like, come on, bring him back. He didn't want to bring him back. So when he said, yo, Lee, you trying to force me to do something I don't want to do. And he was right. Like, I'm trying to force, because I'm saying stuff like, you ain't got to pay me. Knowing that, and he didn't want to do it. So I just said, you know what? Let me go get in the mud with them. Because it was a peaceful break at first. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, I was trying to make it peaceful. And then I would have a great beard. Because I've been dying it for years. I'm one of the people that was gray at 28 and 29. Not gray, but I had like salt and pepper. You know what I'm saying? So I was just tired of dying and all kind of shit. So when I started wearing, it was still low, cut real, short. He was like, get rid of that. Not like that. He was like, yo, Leezy, dying, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. I'm gonna chill. It's like I exit the court wave and I had like a little tear in my eye. But he took it as me being like him telling me to leave. I'm like, nah. It's time for me to go be an exec or something. It's time for me to go do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to do it. It's really time to do it. And I'll come back for reunions. I'll come back whenever you need me. I'm just done, bro. So he said, nah, well, don't worry about it. You can wear it. I'm like, no, you don't have to compromise, bro. You need to bring Murphy Lee back, who ain't great. You need to keep your show young. I'm good. Just bring them back. I'm gonna come every now and then, and if you need whatever. Like, it just did not work that way, and he wouldn't bring them back. So I just said,
and that's the part. That's the part that's crazy to me, because one thing that always stood out about you guys that was real part of you guys' influence was the camaraderie that you guys had. Yeah,
I know.
That shit seemed unmatched. Like you just never seen anything like it. Like it looked like 5, 6, 7, 11, 12 guys and shit. You guys were just all. I remember your slogan. It was like, man, we all we got. You know,
we were in Australia one time, and I wake up every morning. I would one of the best tours went on. Us, Bow Wow, Game, Snoop, Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, Sierra, T-Pain. We're all in Australia. It was more than that too. It was a party. It was so everybody just hung together. It was the first time ever tour. Everybody hung together. Every morning I wake up, I have breakfast with Busta Rhymes and Fat Joe. I sit down and listen to them argue about New York and all that shit, and who the best and everything, the producers and all that kind of shit. And Fat Joe was just like, boy, y'all came, oh man, y'all was putting pressure on the You got to bring the whole crew. Nelly got the whole crew with him. I got to bring the whole terror squad. Busta like, I had to. Nas had to start the Bravehearts. You had to just have a crew.
Yeah, it changed the game, man. Like I remember, and I mean, you guys been all over the damn world. You can remember this. The first time that I seen you guys live, you did a summer jam out here in Vegas. That was back when Country Grammar came, or when that was hot. And they put Jessica Simpson on before you guys, and the show was,
I know what happened. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you was with me. Yeah. The show was already kind of running late, and they put Jessica Simpson on. Before. I don't think Jessica Simpson been back to Vegas since.
Right.
I mean, that was how much like you. And then by the time Nelly came out, he just ran on stage like real abrupt. And then you all came, and it was mega. So yeah, that impacted just you guys' crew, that energy. That's something I probably haven't really seen since.
I think
I mean, you see people duplicate it, but it's like, okay, you have like you mentioned Dipset and different crews like that, but I don't think Dipset necessarily, even though they had like a good little cultural impact, I don't think it was the same as the Lunatics.
Nah, I would give me and Jimmy. I'm Jimmy Jones. I'm Ali Jones. Jimmy Jones, my brother. We rock. I give him the Air Force Ones came from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of got that. I got the Harlem shoe and made it popular. The skull belt and all that stuff. See, I was one. You go back on the Lunatic album cover, we took in 2000. I had the red Coogee on. I had the skull belt. You know what I'm saying? I had the wallet chain.
Yeah.
So we took that and made it popular. You know what I'm saying? I took the Air Force Ones, which was his, which was Harlem's, and I made it popular. So they had a big cultural impact, like we did. Like if you put us against groups, it's like there is no group. Like we got Air Force Ones number one. I mean, we got Batter Up number one.
Right.
Dipset don't have like a number one group record. Air Force One number one. You know what I'm saying? Like. And then every member has a number one with the star. Like, you know, Speedy'sburg got Ride With Me, number one. Murphy got Self-Feather, number one. I got Grill, number one. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you put us up, you know, G-Ghetto doesn't have a number one song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have, no.
No, they don't. No, I'm thinking they don't.
We have bigger records than any of the groups. You know what I'm saying? Air Force One's is a bigger cultural impact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then when we get really down to details, like we started the sticker on the hat. Still going now. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't took a sticker off my hat since.
And we started that. And then people will say, well, no. And I just say, okay, cool. I ain't going to argue with you. Show me a picture before 2000 or whenever we started doing it. Show me a picture and I'll change my mind. Because I remember when Murphy Lee first got some money, he was so hyped to have some money, he just kept shit on. Like he was keeping, when you go to Foot Locker and they say extra large or whatever on the little sticker down, he was keeping all that shit. Then he kept the sticker on his hat and I took it off. And I'm like, Murphy, he's like, no, that's my new trend. And we was like, that ain't
New City. That's a
you
New
doing
City
too much.
swag.
You're doing too much. And he, shit.
That's world changing, like you said, people still doing that shit today. Like, you know.
Okay, look, I want to get down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Because I'm from the city.
From the city.
And so, see how he's smiling? See, okay, the camaraderie, when y'all first came out, it was no other group. We had like Out of Order, but they didn't come until later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You had other groups, you know, Live Ammo, all that. Oh, no, all that. But y'all was, when y'all came out, I'm not gonna lie, people was hating, but people start forming groups, like
Yeah.
straight rap groups.
Mhm.
That was
It was
y'all set the trend throughout the city with that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. But I want to know all the things that you been with Nelly and y'all broke up and y'all had the little argument. Do you regret doing it? Like, would you go back and do it all over again?
Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Would I go back and do it all over again the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just would never change. I wouldn't have my. If Darius Rucker has a song say, every stoplight I didn't make, every chance I did or I didn't take, all the nights I went too far, all the girls that broke my heart, all the doors that I had to close, all the things I knew or I didn't know. Thank God for all I missed, because it led me here to this. You know what I'm saying? I got a beautiful wife. I got 2 daughters. If I changed one thing, I might not have what I got now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even, I wouldn't change anything. It went the way it was supposed to go. I don't, regret anything, because I still would do it the same way. People would say things like, you should have made sure you got the paperwork. Like, you should have been looking at him sideways. Like, you ain't that kind of person. If I'm looking at you sideways, I ain't fucking with you, period. Right. I'm not going to be standing there and I can't say to someone, I ain't never liked you. What? I'm fake. I was around you acting like I liked you, and I didn't. Nah, I was genuine in this shit to where I couldn't go back and change them, because I never thought that this was gonna happen like this or like that, and we never pictured we all we got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm doing this sheets for, what I'm getting, signing this and whatever, we all we got. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was never, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I did this coming home from school, from college in Atlanta in 93, and started something for the city, though. It was really had a dream of, man, it's gonna be a dude from Fofo Bud one day that's gonna be able to just flow like a East Coast Nas type flow. He does. He double up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a dream about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was going to change it from the dynamics of the fusion, make it more East Coast based rap flow. And keep the knock from the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Keep the soul from the South. Right. We're in the middle, so we got them all. I learned that in college. That, damn, my East Coast friends didn't know shit about E40. I'm like, damn, my West Coast friends didn't know nothing about like Cool Keith, Ultramagnetic MCs and stuff. Damn, I don't know that. They didn't know about, like, none of them knew about like the Poison Clan down south. With my Georgia friends, they didn't know. I was just like, damn, all the way in the middle of the map, we get everything. We just get it late, but we get everything. Yeah, so right. That's why we sold so many, because we were the fusion of the East Coast flow with that knock from the West Coast, that boom, 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 that beat in there. And then it was the Southern playalistic, the King's Highway and all that, adding all, you know what I'm saying, making it the hip hop that Goody Mob had showed me, where once I left school and Jermaine Dupri was doing it, and Dallas Austin was doing it first, and down here. He's the original Puffhead. He's the original producer, Dallas Austin. 16 years old with the Porsche and all that shit. So then Jermaine Dupri, but neither one of them, they are true Georgians or true ATLians. But I was in schools and I was in the dorms there, and you got like going Herner homes and the home buildings right by the schools. I seen real Atlanta dudes, and they not like real, but I'm talking real flip flops and socks and, you know what I'm saying, terms, and that was Goody Mob. I seen, I was like, that's real. Them real Georgia dudes. That's real Atlanta right there. And they was really flowing like they was hip hop. And they embraced and that's what I went home to do. Like, I'd already went home, so when I got home, my homeboy, Timo Goody Mob, was on TV. I'm like, damn, that's my dude. Like, but it's pressed me harder to get that. So when I did all this shit, I was doing it for the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, Give Me What You Got wasn't a single. It was an example. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my brother Orlando Watson. We real close. I was trying to, like, I got a sample. And I don't want a sample. You read sample. I don't want a sample. I'm like, damn, it's a sample, bro. I need somebody to loop something up. It's just gonna make it sound bigger. So I made Give me what you got. It was just an example of a song that I was talking about to my team. And I was just coaching at the time. Like, yo, this is what y'all got the lyric game down and showed y'all that. But now, if you put it over one of these loops, it sounds bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that right there just turned into something. Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't go back and change anything. And yeah, it was a lot of groups without warning, out of order. All of them came later, and I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mind that they came. I didn't mind that people started twisting. I did the double strand twist first for Murph. I was a barber. And keep on and slow down. You know what I'm saying? Because it had unification. So if you didn't like it, you could take it down, Murph. You just try it for me. It's gonna be big. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't mind that people started doing the crazy big bright colors and all. I ain't mind that was my point. Like, and I wanted to be damn dash. I wanted to put on Tailor-Made. I wanted to put on Out of Order. I wanted to put on everybody. Like, I might have fucked it up trying to do too much, but I definitely wanted to go through 20 years without putting on nobody.
Yeah, because y'all definitely opened a door, especially I think for St. Louis artists. And
hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt you since he said that, because I wanted to squash a rumor, even though
go ahead.
In our city, everybody used to say that it was Nelly and you guys that stopped anyone from making it. And at first, I used to be part of that room. I wouldn't say nothing, but I used to be like, man, because I should have been already had the deal. But then when I found out the truth about everything, that we didn't know the business and we didn't know how to come to a label, everything changed for me. So could you speak on that?
So to clear something up, I ain't gonna lie, never lie on him, even though we don't get along and we're not gonna ever get along again, is that I'm not gonna lie on him. He never, that I knew of, he never intentionally blocked anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, to make sense of it, I spoke to Big Will the other day, and I said something to him. I always talk to Big Will, the battle rapper Big Will. Be real close. So I said, I'm telling y'all the same thing. Like, if we couldn't, people said, well, we blocked somebody. Okay, so our enemy at the time was Pretty Willie.
That's what I was about to get into.
Okay, so
and Scarecrow, but keep going.
And yeah, right. So the whole
group.
I kind of want to go from those two, Pretty Willie.
It's something like I don't want to say flatline because that was a diss. I used to call it that was a diss phrase. It was frontline, right? Not front. It was frontline, right?
I think it was frontline.
Yeah. Okay. So frontline. So the company that we signed with D2, they just mimicked us, and I talked to them like, "Yo, what you doing?" Like, Ali, it's cool. Like, NSYNC did Backstreet. You know what I'm saying? Jessica Simmons did Britney. It's cool, bro. I'm like, nah, you making us look goofy. You know what I'm saying? It just came out. You know, we had Round Me, they had Roll With Me, they was trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so I was like, so if we couldn't stop the label that we had just went diamond on and changed the whole building. They had cubicles at first. Everybody had these major offices now. If we couldn't stop the label that we just made $370 million for from signing our enemies, how you think we're gonna stop Capitol Records from signing MC's West Side? We can't even get our own label not to sign our enemies. So that was never a thing yet. What it was though is we could have put people on. Now we signed directly to Universal, right? So we didn't have we didn't come in with a label situation. But once they had us all signed as the St. Lunatics, then they had us signed as individuals. They were like, we ain't finna do no label deal with y'all. Now we already got y'all signed. Now y'all got Dirty NT, and we will let y'all put y'all imprint on the back so it looks like something. And then if you want to bring an artist, bring them through us, we didn't get the budget. We still had to get approved through them.
Okay.
So when I got, you know what I'm saying, look how with Chingy, that's my little brother, Ahmad. Ahmad showed up, like, what's the hold up? You know what I'm saying? That's my little brother friend since they were 6 years old.
Right.
So when I got him, and I'm saying, he hot, we didn't sign him. Then when Tallboy literally brought me everybody in the club with that beat and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. We didn't sign him.
If nobody, he's talking about
Jaquan.
We didn't sign him. But then I tried to battle Chain Hang Low beat songs because it was Lil Mont, the presidential. It was his record at first. DJ Jill's brother produced it. And Jill was a little kid saying Chain Hang Low back then, you know what I'm saying? I tried to buy it from them off to be on my album, but they didn't want to sell it. So it was later. But TJ DJ will tell you I got Huey a deal. I brought TJ in town. The Pop Lock and Drop It was on. DJ Bishop Radio presents Kinfolk. So I paid Bishop to do a host of a mixtape. He called me, yo, can I put this Pop Lock and Drop It on there? Huey. I said, cool, no problem. But it was on our mixtape. So when TJ DJ came to town, got any one of those hot records, Ali? I say, it's cool. It's cool to me, but my little nephews and my little nieces them love it. And I played it for him in the car. A couple of months later, he hit me, Ali, I got him a deal. Where you want your money? I'm like, I'm cool. Just make sure the dog eat this straight is straight. So I'm glad that me and Huey worked it out, you know what I'm saying, before he passed. Because when we went to Vegas, he asked me, it was 10 years back, you know what I'm saying? Like, could you give me a deal? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, why you ain't never say that? And I'm like, it wasn't for it. It was at that point, I couldn't, honestly, if I had let it be known, it never would have happened. Because somebody was not going to stop it, or he was going to, not co-sign it, or kind of do a little real smooth as, just something I don't really want. I want kind of
somebody's gonna hate. Let's keep it on.
Yeah, it's gonna be a negative, like with me. If I get a job offer or something, we might tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, call y'all, let y'all know Ali coming for a job, and I ain't responsible. I ain't like, damn. Then y'all thinking like, why is he saying this? Like,
yeah,
right. Is Ali gonna do something we don't know about? You know what I'm saying? So I don't, so I didn't speak nothing about that but I got Huey that deal. And then TJ got him with Memphis, and so but it was never really a straight go to the station, don't play that song. Not that I knew of. You know what I'm saying? It's so much I've learned in the couple of years, so I never knew of anything like that. But it wasn't no cosign. I mean, we could have easily co-sign people.
Right.
It don't cost us nothing to co-sign people. It was never gonna stop our legacy. Even if somebody sold more than us, I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like we let's help and figure out.
I always thought one of the biggest things was kind of like what you alluded to was that they were bringing out, or you would see labels sign people that were pretty much doing exactly what you guys are doing. And in that aspect, I can see what the problem is. Like you see, for example, like with T-Pain and how he came out with exploiting the auto-tune, and now everybody, there's not a song that doesn't come out without auto-tune on it, so it kind of phases him out in a way. So in that aspect, I can see you guys kind of being like, wait, you can't have these cats doing what we're doing. You can't have him, mimicking the style and everything, because then that is what we're doing.
Let me tamper with it and make it a little different. Just like I made them. You know what I'm saying? Because I had tailor-made. They was going. I was going to give Sonos exactly what they was looking for. We gonna come out, be a little bit more popular. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give y'all tailor-made. Who gonna keep it? That's gonna be street. Gonna get a kind of like a Locks feeling. But I'm gonna let me. You know what I'm saying?
He not lying. It's like a Locks Dipset thing.
Yeah,
man. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but yeah,
that was my sign. So you was responsible for who you signed. So I signed tailor-made. So that was my sign. So I was going to. And even with anybody, even with Chingy, y'all would have put a little different spin on them so you wouldn't look just like us. You know what I'm saying? When they got with Shaka and them, it was smart as Shaka. to put them on a porch, just like we shot our videos.
Right.
We ain't gotta shoot all our videos on the porch.
And I know that led to a lot of different shit between, you know, with the whole Chingy thing. And
Yeah, but that's the reason why Pretty Willie didn't do as well on his single, because he shot it like it was a Fast and the Furious. If he had to copy that same mode that you did with Chingy and did with you guys, he would have pushed more. But keep
If
it.
he would have just, like, man, when me and Pretty Willie got close, because I ain't got no Ali. And I said that was deep. I said, so he asked me what suggest. I said, to me, I wouldn't, you know, change. I wouldn't be Pretty Willie. You know what I'm saying? I would be like P Dub.
P Dub.
He changed to P Dub. You know what I'm saying? And then I was
man,
like,
that's crazy.
yeah. So I started like, and I told him at the time, I would encourage him just go. You can sing. Just go more R&B.
Four walls.
That go, you know what I'm saying? That lane would be. Don't try to get in the same lane and make us all. Because St. Louis is so different. We all are attracted to different styles of music. To where just give me a second to tamper with the people's shit for a minute. Just because with the ticks, I'm not going to tell Murph to put the stickers on the hat. I'm not going to tell Kiwan to wear lime green. I'm just going to be like, yeah. I'm just going to talk to each person differently. You know what I'm saying? Like Kiwan, I'm just going to say something. AU City, so I'm going to be like, I mean, that's dope, but ain't like you jumped out the window or nothing. And Kiwan be like, what? Oh, I go back. You can get the lime green boots. So I never, you know what I'm saying? It's just that
Right.
we deal with this, like with Chinky and them, like, yo, now don't do this, do this. You know what I'm saying? Do word like this and just do it different. You know what I'm saying? To where I wanted to kind of like, that was what I wanted to do. It was like, I didn't pick the Lunatics. I didn't pick them. If I would have been picking artists, I would have picked like Dule and you know, who had Grandma's Hatchet from the way. It was a lot of dudes that just really rap in the city already.
Right.
I didn't have to get some dudes who really couldn't rap and teach them how to rap. It wasn't about that. I knew what it was about. The formula was about do it like this, do it a certain way, and it's gonna work. I don't give a fuck who you put in that spot. And it might not have been as big. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe I left up with Nelly and Murph or whatever. But I'm saying I didn't even pick them. I didn't say, yo, give me a chance if you gave me a chance to pick some rappers, oh man, I made a home run. Like so,
Right.
nah, but it was that. It was just that. But it was never no real, no. It was, you know, only thing like one thing that like Chingy could be like, say, like when Chingy was with my little brother, his name was Thugsy. When he got a record deal, he changed his name to Chingy. So when they asked us, did we know Chingy? We didn't know Chingy. We know what you're talking about. Like they said Thugsy, we was like, yeah, we had just changed his name, so it could look like we was hating to Jermaine Dupri or something like that when we didn't really know what we was talking about. That's why I will say that. But yeah, it was we could have signed something. We could have did that. Well, to me, not damn bangers, not damn everybody to the club. But what's that?
Whole nine. Come on now.
Nobody wouldn't have got out without coming through us, and I to make sure that shit was right and make sure their deals was, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to do that. Because Nelly had a joke. So I was like, Ali won't, he wanted to be like, send in group 43, send in group 43.
Right.
It's funny, but I was like, shit, let's go. Let's Master P this shit. How long is it gonna last? You know what I'm saying? So that was that.
Yeah,
So, you got any other questions? Because I want to ask one more.
You would never really know, and just go to the station and say, don't play this artist or just block this artist. It wasn't never that.
Yeah, I like later on when I start going to knowing people from the radio station, going to the monastery faithfully, getting to know people. That's when I start finding out about, because I got a friend named RB. He his uncle bodyguards for Nelly because he a Crip, you know what I'm saying? And RB, he got long dreads. You probably don't.
Uncle, what was that?
I forgot his name though.
I would know him.
Big dude, your color, a little bit. I forgot, but
Big
basically,
Big B?
Big
B.
It could
back
be.
in the day, Big B.
It sounds familiar, but I'm not for sure.
This is recently, or this was a long time ago?
A long time ago. It was
Big B,
back in the monastery days. Okay.
Yeah, it was Brian Jones. I'm Ali Jones, my cousin Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You spend
didn't understand. That's what made me think, man, a lot of people just throwing bullshit out y'all way.
Yeah.
And it started making me really understand, like, damn, so they're not really that bad. Even though I never got to meet you, I seen you sometimes here and there, but I know Murph, J.E. I used to go to school with him.
Like
I went to Rittner.
Okay,
yeah. Yeah. So, and when y'all was going through y'all Sony deal, I used to talk to him. He'd come up to Denny's and he was just telling me everything that was going on. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm learning more.
Right.
And so that's what made me like, I'm not gonna look at y'all. I'm not gonna be like everybody in St. Louis that is gonna hate on y'all. I'm gonna pay attention and I'm gonna find out what's really going on.
Right.
Be able to talk to DJ Cut, and because before he left, I was supposed to get signed to him as the R&B singer. But sitting down and talking to him, talking to a lot of people, basically, because I don't want to just ramble. Like, it made me really respect y'all.
For sure.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say too. That it was good that you were able to answer that, because really it boils down to, often a lot of people just don't understand the business
At all.
And they really think that, like, oh, man, like Nelly, he's stopping us, or Lunatics, they stopping us, but really they don't understand the workings of how that business is. The only thing I will say though that I always wanted to ask you about is, it always seemed to me, and I'm sorry, I don't know if I start some shit or whatever, but
that's why
it always seemed to me that you and probably Murphy Lee could have did maybe a lot more. So if anything, if there was like a holding back, in my opinion, it seemed more internal than outward.
External, yeah. Well, with that, I would say, if we just dealt with, like, okay, just say for instance, like kind of like this last thing that went up when some blogger put up the little cut of Nelly speaking, right? And he was referencing about, I go to the Bulls trials and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see that?
I seen one interview clip like you had posted, and then I seen another interview and his explanation. It's kind of what really made me want to even,
Yeah, right. Okay. So, for me to break that, let me break that down real quick. So when y'all get a chance to get off here, watch this, and then rewatch what he said, just to coincide with what I'm saying. I'm gonna give it 100, right? All the way. So he said in the beginning, so we're hooping, but you get me to hoop. What does that mean to y'all? We hooping, but you get me to hooping. See,
I was lost.
That was something that he said that really quick. Lunatic language, we listen to every word you say. You know what I'm saying? That's how my daddy was. So I would do them that way, and they end up doing me back. That was a lunatic way. What you say? No, Brecker, you said, hold on now. Right. Say what you mean what you say. So I heard what you said. So we was hooping, but he got me to hooping. See, what he said was, he could hoop. He could dribble. He wasn't Division I ready. He wasn't ready for the pros. Ali got me Division I ready for the pros. So that was a opportunity that I provided for him. You see what I'm saying? I taught him how to how the bars work. He was in the R&B group first. Taught him how to get the bars work, how to get the flow together. I taught him, called him. Okay, that's one opportunity I provided for him. The whole post is about the opportunity that you owe your friends is just, give them opportunity to do with the rest of it. Okay, so one, the first thing he said is hooping out, we hooping, but he got me to hooping. So first I taught you how to hoop. That's one. Second, I woke you up, right? And took you to the trial. I woke you up. That's the second opportunity.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm saying, like, damn, I woke you up. Because somebody on another post, like Charlamagne posted it, Guy Tory posted, somebody on Charlamagne page was like, well, damn, they didn't really know he was talking about me. They were like, damn. But, I mean, if your man's woke you up, you would have never made it to the, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, taught you how to rap, taught you how to play ball. I woke you up. That's the second opportunity. Then I didn't wake you up and then just send you on your way. I took you to the trial. So, so show me where the opportunities, giving the opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
And he said, "We get there. You was off that day. I was on fire." Let's rewind back. Now I teach you how to play basketball. I'm a player coach. I'm Bill Russell. Now only am I teaching you, I'm teaching 4 other motherfuckers. So while you get to sleep at home before the trials, I got to teach Murph, D1, Slow Down, City Spud. I got to coach all of them. Well, I don't get to sleep that night. Then when I have the couple hours I could sleep, I can't sleep because I might fall asleep and not be able to wake him up because he might not wake up on time.
Right.
So when I wake you up and take you to the trials, I get there, my jumper ain't working. So I just feed you the ball. So I didn't give you all these opportunities. So like he said, what do I owe you? You know what I'm saying? If I gave you all these opportunities, what do I owe you now? And I'm saying is that, damn, so I gave you all these opportunities. Now what you need? You made the team. Symbolically, you got the deal. Now what you need? Oh, you need me to write it too. No problem. You can find me, St. Louis, where they gonna play, rain all day. No, some got jobs, some sell gay. You know what I'm saying? The second 2 verses, Greed, Hate, Envy. I picked the beat for Greed, Hate, Envy. Picked the hook. The hook was
Oh, that's my shit.
You know what I'm saying? Picked the hook. That was Keywan's verse from another song. I made it a verse for this song, and then so two verses of EI.
Hold on, pause. Hold on. Don't. So back in the day, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but people used to say Keywan suck. But so you saying that was his verse?
The Greed, Hate, Envy, but Cake will do. Fuck the game, don't let the game fuck you now. Follow the rules, stay cool, and rock Jews.
I'm just saying that's dope.
Cake will do. You know what I'm saying? So Keywan is one of really one of the nicest out of us with the pen.
What?
Yet he has like.
I'm sorry, no disrespect. I just never saw it like that.
Daquan be like, yo, I'm sorry, Murph. I'm sorry, Leezy. I'm sorry, Nelly. Keywan was the hardest to me. So I would say Keywan was the hardest, but I'm gonna keep it. That's my twin. So I'm gonna say the truth. Keywan was really the nicest one with the one. Nicer ones with the pen, he was like me. He had a speech impediment. He stuttered.
Yeah.
So Keywan would be sick of shock sometimes. He wouldn't really be on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But St. Louis is small, but we still do it all. We hit them all. We drink it all. We always don't smoke it all. Get hit, we shake it off. At the club, take it off. My success is taking off. I'm always working. Never taking off. I've done that. Did that. We've heard. I hit that. Guys be tripping on these rats. I ain't really with that. Makes me want to think back. Click clap. Get angry when I flashback. So Mo, you should get back. I mean this. Remain the cleanest. Always smoke the seed is green. I'm not talking mean with it. So if I say it, you like, damn, that's tough. But when his delivery and speech impediment wouldn't allow him to say it. But when he say, you know what I'm saying, the first thing you the world ever heard was Keywan. You can find me in St. Louis rolling no dubs, smoking no dubs in clubs, blowing up like double bub, sipping bub, getting herbed and getting bubs, daps and hugs, mean mugs and shoulder scrubs. And it's all because I accumulated enough scratch just to navigate it. Wood decorated on chrome and it's candy paint. Fans fainting while I'm entertaining, while ain't it? I mean, and money get acquainted. And then Hannibal Lecter came next. Hey, yo, my name is Hannibal Lecter. So feel me when I bring it, sing it loud. What? I'm from the loop, and I'm proud. That's me.
So that's damn. Wow. Okay.
I'm glad you gave us the chance to have this. This is world breaking. Like,
so the first thing you hear come out of his mouth was from Keywan. Keywan pen was nasty. He just had a speech impediment. So he stuttered a little bit. Then he would right past the margin sometimes, so it's where it'd be a little offbeat. But right now, how I just did the song with him, Talk That Shit Time. Talk That J is Good Time. He got a new song. He like Juicy J. How Juicy J later on kind of got hot. They ain't make that dance. So Keywan right now with the style of rap going, it's rap. Yeah, I had already set it up like to where, I knew Nelly was gonna be it. I knew Murph was our future. You know what I'm saying? I knew Keywan, it would just, I didn't know exactly, but it would catch up. He was always mean with the pen. So then it was really Keywan's first 8. And then I said, my name is Hannibal Lecter. We had all these names. Right? My murderous name, my insane lunatic name was Hannibal Lecter. Murph and Keywan was the Menendez brothers. Nelly was Timothy McVeigh, just left Oklahoma dropping bombs this way. You know what I'm saying? J.E. was Dr. Kevorkian. You know what I'm saying? It was killing you. So you had to say, my name was Hannibal Lecter. So bring me, feel me when I bring it. Sing it loud. What?
I'm from the loop and I'm proud.
That shit on side of the Budweiser cans. That shit on side of the stadium. They go to the Cardinal Stadium and say, I'm from the loop and I'm proud. That's me. That's when in the video, when he turned, the whole place went, I'm from the loop and I'm proud. I run a mile. I'm a 5%er. I run a mile for the cause. I'm righteous, above the law. My style's raw. I'm born to Mac like Ty Shaw. Fuck the fame and the glamour. I was never into this. I wanted the paper. Give me these with a rubber hammer. My grandma Beezy Bonnie. You know what I'm saying? So nah, Kiwan.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. No, because I always used to listen to you guys, and I was breaking it down. Dope, super dope. That how the way a lot of the groups work is you always have. But what made you guys work is how you have all the different personalities and just how it all came together, and then you always usually have one guy that really brought the, like I would say, the hip hop credibility to the group. So where I always looked at Nelly is more entertaining and probably have more of the face for it, and then Murphy Lee, I always thought that he was kind of like Nelly turned up a notch, a little bit more, so he still had that entertainment value. I always saw you as more of the MC of the group. Like, to me, like it always seemed like your part was always lyrically on point as far as just the structure, the flow, and everything. And I never really seen Kiwan like that. So for you to break it down like that shit is crazy.
Yeah, that was.
And then you see the difference when you fast forward all the years, and you said how he was saying like he wanted to get back, and then you see the difference.
Yeah.
Removing you guys from the equation, and then how it goes, you know.
Oh, how important Kiwan was that his flow. He got some catchy parts like Kiwan. Where you get in them colors, are you dying them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what makes you know where the offbeat flow? My brother Timo Goody from Goody Mob.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, of course, CeeLo sounds really good coming behind Timo. So, if I position it properly, you know what I'm saying? I put Kiwan in the beginning of a song sometimes. He start a song off, it's just jam. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you already beat, it's already jam. You just go. Like, then, or we put him in the middle. I always position him a certain spot. Nelly, what you understand is that Kiwan made you sound dope. Because when Kiwan's flow, unorthodox flow came in, then when you came in like, come here, girl, where your name is? Where you from? Run around. Who you came with? You just, it was a breath because Kiwan had already took you on you know what I'm saying? But then he always would throw in, Kiwan, where you get in them colors? Are you dying them? A catchy little part, you know what I'm saying? And the thing, but nah, it's the science of a group. Yeah, it's certain things, the certain songs I gotta come first. You know what I'm saying? Let me in. Well, I can't hit it, make you want to be with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come. We always sign stuff the situation to where, and we tucked Kiwan in a certain spot to where it wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't. And Kiwan never cared about it. He only cared about being in the group with his brother and his girlfriend and pushing. He has so many other dreams, fashion. All that shit that you was seeing, vocab, Kiwan was designing this shit. All the double
Let me take my headphones off again.
All the double headbands, that's Kiwan. He had a job to do. Them all my brothers, them all my students. They'll tell you. I talk to Nelly different than I talk to Kiwan. I talk to Murph, my son, different. Me and Murph had to sit together. We was together the longest. Like, they didn't want him in the group because he was Kiwan's little brother. He was number 14 and shit. So I was telling him back then, they was making jokes about him, and I was telling him over in the corner, "You gonna be better than everybody. Watch this." He believed me, but he ain't shit. That little motherfucker bad.
Yeah, he hella bad. Like when he don't do his boom bap stuff, and he do like, you know, uppity music. Man, look at my shoes.
Yeah. But
My
he
favorite.
he a mix between what we grew up with, his brother and his brother friend Nelly, and his Poppa Leezy. They want to do a boom bap, it's a Poppa Leezy shit.
From you, yeah.
Yeah, but I taught him how to boom bap, but then you could still the sun will come out, because I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? The sun will come out tomorrow, and I will. They love that. You know what I'm saying? And they get back into you. Come on, Murphy, have a good time.
That album was so dope too, and I didn't understand how that didn't. I don't know, like I say, with further you guys' run in a sense. I thought that album was fucking dope.
It was when I was saying, like, when he said, when my turn, you got an opportunity. So when my opportunity came, so I was saying, yeah, I was tired. So symbolically speaking, we didn't really, it wasn't about hooping, it was about the thing. So I wrote Country Grammar, 90%. I've said it a million times, right?
Right.
He's never disputed it.
No, not. Yeah,
I was the best writer, right? He was the best seller. He could sell it way better than I could sell it. He could sell it. None of us could sell it like him. So, Lunatic album, I picked all the beats, wrote all the hooks.
Didn't I just say that the first? I'm sorry for interrupting. But on the intro, when how it played out, I said, "That's Ali. This is Ali's album."
Yeah, I said, now I'm on my second album. So when Heavy Starts come out, I'm on my third album. You can name DMX, everybody's third album don't be as good. So I'm saying is that with my album, so I picked all the beats, okay? And they brought their cars out, they brought out. I'm talking about show them what they want. I should stay at the hotel vibe, show them what they want. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is the life. Club back, I'm loving that. Picking up as hoes like a running back. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about even our solo records. I wrote You Don't Want to Roll Where I Can Go, Hard Time, Tennessee, and Optimos, 20 inches on the car, gotta lock the door. But the niggas in these bitches, that's Murph shit. Nelly shit. Here we come now.
I remember that shit.
I had a song, I could play this on my laptop from 96 that I said, I'm polo down from the sky to the ground. To this day, I'm polo down from the sky to the ground. Sipping Alizé, steady puffing on the pound. Hollering, whoa now. I'm good for whoa now. Whoa now, beat it up. I'm going, whoa now. So even Nelly's solo song on the album, I wrote the hook and helped him with the verses. So I did all the beats, wrote 95% of the beats I picked. I wrote 95%, came up with 95% of the concepts, 95% of the hooks. All they had to do was write their 16s. I wasn't no trip, that's what I did. So my album come, did Nelly wake me up? Because he said, I woke him up for the trial. Did he wake me up? No, he came up. Matter of fact, he came a week late to my shit and didn't help me at all. I just sold you 10 million records, went diamond. You the biggest artist on this planet. You wouldn't even come help your man who did it for you.
And that's what I was saying. That's what it always looked like. More so to me, it just didn't seem like the energy was reciprocated because it always seemed like a collective effort. And then when it came time for Murphy Lee and Ali and Keywan or anything out, or the Lunatics, even like outside of just, Nelly, then it just didn't seem like that same energy was like breathed back into those and make those as big as the Nelly monster was.
It would be enough to say it was, especially when a crowd would come around and it'd be like, enough, but it really wasn't. So like with me and Murph, we didn't get budgets for our album. Like when we did Country, we got like a $300,000 budget. Now they got like an advance, like 40 grand, 50 grand or some shit. You know what I'm saying? The rest were to pay J.E. for beats and Spud and shit like that, and you get features and shit, which we didn't really have them but Lil Wayne. So, which is Lil Wayne song on there on Country Grammar, I wrote everything except Lil Wayne part. I wrote the hook and everything else said. Let's make a meal young. And then the next song, let's make a meal young. Throw them rappers, let's make a meal young. Keep it real for Triple O. Highs low from Penny Henny and highs low. I wrote that. The verses one. I fall through when a Hummer, Murphy the Don, Leezy Keywan with the best thunder, Deshaun John. So when the city would always say, Nelly, you need to go back to that Country Grammar. I'm telling you, I was hurting his feelings. and they're making me feel like, damn, y'all chill out, because all y'all saying is you need to go back to that Ali write everything.
But I mean, that was the shit that was working.
That's the shit that was doing. So when my album came, him and Kuda got the budget. He said on an interview, I ain't like Blue Shadow. So if you got the budget, you control it. You ain't push Blue Shadow. You already told me you ain't like it. But you ain't tell me you ain't like it at the studio. You told me you didn't like it at the video shoot. This one of the one you. We got a $300 video shoot set up out here. These my man. This ain't the single you should have came with. What the hell?
It's a little late.
Speaking of singles, I didn't like it. I'm sorry, but the song that I did like was "Breathe In, Breathe Out." Why the hell wasn't that on the album?
Because
and I know it worked around the same time. So why wasn't that on the album? Why I had to wait until that Chris Rock movie to come out to listen to that song?
Because I had it didn't come out. It wasn't on the album because I hadn't made it yet. See, when the album dropped, April 23rd, 2001, right? 2002. When it dropped, I got a call that said like April 27th from Hollywood Records, like Disney. And Courtney B called me and said, yo, they got $350,000, $400,000 for you. If you come up with a single. I told them you already got it. They're going to send a check over. So I said in my car, with the car running in my driveway where I wrote this, for 24 hours, ran out of gas, I ran out of gas, had to go in my other car, get gas, put gas, to go get gas, just sit in the car all night, calling Chocolate Tie, like, listen to beats. And I came up with like, yo, that dance they be doing, what's it called, Chocolate Tie, what's that dance? She said, I don't know, I'm gonna call you back. She said, Chicken Head. And she called back and she said, people said it's the Monster Theory. I'm like, damn. She said, she kept trying to figure out what it was called. I said, fuck it. That's why I was do the Chicken Head, go on, let it out, then do the Monster. They said them both, like, fuck it, I don't know what it was.
Right.
I had made that afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But before that, I had made my album with Schizophrenic because I made 4 songs that was really made for Nelly. Because I had just wrote Country Grammar. I was fucked up mentally, you know what I'm saying? I had made 4 songs that was really like Lunatic record. Because I had just wrote that motherfucker, we went double platinum. So I had lost myself a little bit. Like, they really want me to, you know what I'm saying, how many meal must we steal till they respect L and realize it ain't for us. It's all for the veil and the past stats so I can educate the uneducated and stress the fact and celebrate it. We finally made it, went from £5. You know what I'm saying? Do they really want that? And I'm damn, should I do that? I wrote him that shit, you know what I'm saying? You know. So my album was really, if you look at it, you got 4 records that way. Ujetto and shit like that. Then you got 4 records that's like Lunatic records. Then you got 4 records that's like 360, Oreo, just lyrical records. I really didn't know where to go. I was in there by myself. My team wasn't in there with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nobody was with you?
Nobody. By myself. But also in defense of them, even Nelly. He should have been in there because me and him was the closest when it came to making them records. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't tripping. But even him though, to my point, why do we need to help you? You told us. You done wrote everything. Why do we? In their defense, it's like, but I need y'all. When so y'all was there too, throwing lines in, saying shit, changing. No, they don't say it like that. You should have said this. I'm like, okay, boom. But I'm really writing it. I'm really saying it. And Nelly, it's his song, and I'm saying it. Then Murph might add in, no, don't say it like that. Say this. And then I say, all right, say this. And then I might do 3 or 4 more lines, and Keywan might say this. And then you know what I'm saying? But we all was working together and we coming up with them dances and shit while we in the studio. You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no dances for my video, for my album. We came up with the EIs and all that, and all the Midwest swang. We came up with that in the studio while we was making the album.
Right.
And we was down in Miami. Niggas, it was Memorial Day weekend. Niggas was gone with nobody else by myself. The whole album. So I ain't know where to go. Like, should I write like Nelly album? Should I write like the Lunatic album? Or should I go straight hip hop on them? Man, I don't know where to go. So I just made an album that was just in a 900 different directions.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. but while we on records, I know it might be a little off subject. One of my favorite songs that probably I don't think get enough. No, I just think it's just a cool damn song. What the hell is Red Hot Riplets?
Oh, I could tell him. Sorry. No. It's
I
your
love
thing.
that
I'm
fucking
sorry.
song.
I'm sorry. It's your
I
thing.
love that damn
I
song.
got
Said
it.
I was cool day.
It's
What's
St.
Red
Louis.
Hot Riplets?
It's our main chips, bro. It's like the greatest chips in the world. You hear me? You get you a prickle and you get you a pop, bro. Like
for the vest, it gotta be a vest.
You hear me?
You know what I'm saying? You get vest soda and our chips called Red Hot Ripley, and it was part of like learning. You know what I'm saying? Like when I went to school, I learned that we said her and her. I didn't know we said her and her. You know what I'm saying? They told me, oh, you be saying her and her and all.
You don't think about it at this point.
So when we got out of town, I knew that people don't have our rights. When I came back home, I said, they ain't got our rights. Y'all remember when we first came out with Country Grammar in the city? They was mad we named the album Country Grammar. They was pissed. Country. And I had already knew, like, nah, people see us as country. If Missouri ain't the country,
right,
then what is though? Now we embrace it. Yet, Red Hot Riplets was, so I didn't get an advance on my album. He just did songs. And Nelly and Kuda bought me a Jacob watch. You know what I'm saying? I should have got my advance. I ain't get no advance. I ain't know what. But then Murph didn't get no advance either. Nelly got a $500,000 advance. He charged Universal $500,000. I helped Murph with his album. What?
So he shouldn't like you.
He just told but he thought in his mind he was charging Universal. Nah, Universal just charges to Murph. Murph didn't get no advance. Nelly got an advance. Okay.
But then they took that out of Murph's budget.
Yeah, so Murph, he got his sales. He, got a Grammy, ended up going platinum with the shipping and everything. But then when he get, he put money on the returns, he still got to wait for this $500,000. What $500,000 that we gave to Nelly? You know what I'm saying? So we all helped Murph. Nelly helped him with the, you know what I'm saying, Taxi, hold up, wait a minute, let me with that. Nelly helped him. It's gonna be. I did what I did for Murph. This goes out for my East Coast crew. Roll your E's up in the air. If you feel, man, that's what he had. He had Cardan on there. He had Roscoe, Corrupt Little Brother. He had like Wayne, Lil Jon. Because I would always do songs so we have a reference. I did that song. You go back to the Diplomats CD, called the Diplomats, where they on the front. Jimmy got the thing, and they go to, you'll see. Just type in YouTube, Dipset featuring the Lunatics, and that's gonna be me and Jim Jones did this song first. Me, Jim Jones, Jules Santana did that song first. So I did that one for Murph. You can have that one. And I did Red Hot Riplets. That's me. I need some Kool-Aid. Well, yeah, tell them what you need, man. You all that in the bag
of chips, and I just want to know what
see, it's always gonna be, but it's like that's like you're not the only person that said like, yo, it wasn't a single number. One of my favorites was Red Hot Ripley, and I'm like, that's my record. You know what I'm saying? What I did for my son. I'm like, I'm prepared for Murph. Like, y'all got you. Where that record right there, but also I want to give credit real quick. When I was around Jim Jones and we did This Goes Out, that's the first time I had seen somebody punch him. They had rented a hotel room in the W, right? We were staying in the W also, but we was in LA. We was going out to the studio and shit. They just get the $300,000 from a $250 from Dame Dash. They fly out to LA, get a big old suite, set up the microphone, put some foam around and then shit like that, and had the computer and just record the album right there. And then Jimmy and them would just punch it. Hey, I'm a diplomat. Here, pause. I'm a diplomat. I get down like that. Here, pause. That's how you get computers, computers. That's how you get that, because he just punching. They punched every line. I was sat there with Jimmy. I wrote my verse. And Jimmy just punched his. Santana punched his. I'm like, damn. So after that, we made that song. That went on Murph's album. Then I made Red Hot Riplets. I punched. That's the first time I punched. You know what I'm saying? I punched. I got that off from the Dipset. That's what Wayne got it from. We both got it from the Dipset.
See, that was crazy because around that time, like I don't know, I was working with Nocturnal, and he used to do that real tough, and I hated it. like engineering for Nocturnal was like niggas that punch. I was like, yo, write that shit.
Yeah, so
I hate that shit.
Eminem had like the rolling 2600 or some shit, whatever it's called, where they were just in front of him, so he just doing himself. So an engineer ain't getting bored. And then they got blunts going, chill.
Yeah, I guess that'll work.
Do some more. He just was punching the whole thing all the way down. To where then when Santana, when Wayne got with them, that's how Wayne started doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and people don't like Wayne definitely write this shit. You know what I'm saying? But he had a lot whoever say something, that's a help. You know what I'm saying? He don't rearrange it and shit like that. But his biggest help right there, shit, he was sleeping on Mac Main.
Oh yeah.
Mac Main, that's his boy. He's sitting right there. Wayne come with all that shit. As soon as he gets stuck, Mac Main got something for him. A mean punchline that's going, pow, come on, let's finish. Then Wayne go. Hold on, thing, and Mac say boom. All right, and then Wayne, Mac Main. Wayne gonna write his shit though. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody out here ain't got nobody something from somebody.
Yeah,
that's a lie.
That's true.
Jay, when you're doing it at that level, you just
Jay got shit from Kanye, Nas got shit from Quan, that was from Jersey, and people, it helped you. You know, I guess some people got like verses and shit, and people like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
did you just say Nas got it from Quan? You talking about?
Not Jay Quan.
No, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he helped Nas. Nas went through a real bad. I can send you some pictures of me and Nas, Police, and Nelly and Shanti, and all us on vacation. Asked, you know what I'm saying? Me and Nas cool, real cool. So he went through a real bad time of writer's block. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, I'm like, it's so shady when they try to do Drake like that. Like, Drake got a mean pen. He let Quentin Miller. No, I'm gonna say it. I was gonna say it to motherfucker. I'm saying he let Quentin Miller help him. I remember that. No, it was dope. He said, "Yeah, let me get that." You know what I'm saying? Riding through the 6 mile road. You know how that shit go. Quentin Miller was being managed by Drama.
Correct.
So Drama sent that shit out there. You know what I'm saying? He sent that shit off. He took that shit and did that shit. He was mad. You know what I'm saying? But then Drake jabbed Drama back. Because when he was beefing with Meek Mills, and then he say, nobody caught it. That's why I love Drake. I respect Drama. I ain't, and I'm just letting people know hip hop. Like Drama say, Drake say, after he stopped beefing with Meek Mills, the next year he made whatever the song he had where he say, last year I had Drama Girl, not right now. You know what I'm saying? Last year I had Drama Girl, right now I'm talking about Meek Mills. Nah, he was saying last year I had Drama Girl.
He was talking to a girl saying, last year I had Drama Girl. Meek Mill,
nah,
last year he had Drama Girl. He had Drama's girl.
Oh.
That's why Drama took that.
Oh.
Drama was pissed. Like, because Drake did some Scorpio shit and smashed, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't want to say that, you know what I'm saying? But that's how
I get exactly what you're saying.
That's what happened, you know what I'm saying? That's why he said, and it was so cold because he did a drive-by and he only hit his target. Only Drama felt it, but y'all just thought he talking to a girl. Last year I had Drama Girl, not right now. Nah.
All right.
Drama felt it. He said, shit, last year I had Drama Girl, not right now.
That's a clever ass shit.
That boy cold.
Yeah.
Crazy cold. He told me anyway. So but that was the Murph album and shit like that. Like I gave Murph records and songs and shit like that to help him, but never Murph pen. Never had to pen for Murph. Never had to Murph ain't got nothing. He got 48 bars. He got 16 after 16 after 16. He got them loaded. If we ever need a battle, Murph got him. He got him loaded. He just write. And he was at a point in time where Poppa Leezy gonna come with the hook. So I was so occupied. So when we talking about one time I got to the trials and my jumper was off, man, I had already made a Diamond album. I had already made a Lunatics. Like, I mean, I can't run out of ideas a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I still come up with, I had another song that was, boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? It was tough because it was really called We Do It for Fun. That's why I was big rims on trucks, we do it for fun. Stack them bucks, we do it for fun.
I was a kid.
You know what I'm saying?
And my God.
Who always talking about booties? Come on, show me that big old round booty hole. Murph wrote, "Come here, girl. What your name is? Where you from? Turn around. Who you came in? Is that your ass or your mama have reindeer?"
Yeah, that's shit.
Shit, give me his props. You know what I'm saying? Like, we playing. We ain't giving out. We people saying shit like he carried them. Like, no, that ain't what win. We needed him because he was a super mega light skinned 6-pack. Like, we need it. We love him for that shit. But hold on, we got the words. And he wasn't different. He was like, my nigga, give me them words. That's how I say them. Let me get them words, Kiwan. You ain't saying them right. Watch this. And then we'd be like, woo, because I wrote, real niggas ride with us. Haters got to ride the bus. Smoke to my brain gon' bust. Bank account so plush. The feds on us. One nigga took my shit and said, real niggas ride with us. Haters got to ride the bus. Smoke to my brain gon' bust. Bank account so plush. Feds on us. Right there, I was like, that was the second album. It was like the 9th, 10th, 12th song in the album. And that's when I was just like, he different. He different. He took what I see, real niggas ride with us, and turned that motherfucker to say, let me do this. Real niggas ride with us. I was like, damn, that shit. So never take it from him, because without his being able to sell it, but don't never cut off the people that gave you the words to sell.
Y'all Voltron. Y'all was Voltron. Like, so yeah. I get it now. Y'all Voltron.
It was one way there going head. Hey, Jalal.
So that's what it brings me to, though. Just thinking about all that, though, and I remember following you on IG, and you started auctioning off memorabilia. And the thing that I didn't get about it at the time, I don't know if you caught my comment, but I'm like, just following like some of your interviews, and when you came out with all this, I'm like, that's your shit. Like how you say, like, man, I just did a diamond album, we did just went platinum here and all that. So it was just crazy to me to see you selling all that shit that you earned.
Right.
And I just wanted to know, like, you know, what was the mindset? Do you regret it? Are you in a different space now?
Yeah, I know there's one thing, is that where those plaques were at was in my office, right? And out the office is our couch in the family room. And so I would always say something when I would go in the office and check on orders or something for clothing or shoes and shit like that. All them plaques were hanging around, and it would lead me to say something negative or say something about the situation. And then I would be looking at my wife. She would be over there watching television, and I could see her. Or she might be in there, and I remember being in this position where I'm sitting there looking at her. She's in the office, and she's saying something about the situation. Like, I never believed this would happen or what happened. One time we was overseas, and I said to myself, yo, it's this room. It's this room, all of this. See, he sold his catalog. He sold his publishing. He sold the rights to all of it. Everything. He sold it. I still own mine. I still own Air Force One. I still own all my, you know what I'm saying, from my album to the shit I done Murph album, shit I done Nelly album. I still own all my shit. So I don't need the trophy. That's the fame. Fuck the fame and the glamour. You know what I'm saying? I don't need all that. Plus, for the peace of mind, honestly, y'all, seeing them was a concept. I mean, that's big. That's a big ass thing. That's pictures of that man hanging in my house, which I don't. We're never going to get back together. It's just too deep. It just cut too deep.
Never say never, bro.
Nah, I can tell you never. There's certain shit I can just say never to. There's something I can say to you that you'll be like, oh, never.
Okay.
You just never get back together. Nah, it's just never, ever, ever. It ain't no emotional shit. It was never one thing that pissed me off or pissed him off. It's never one thing. It was a build up of just, this shit go back to 2000. You know what I'm saying? 2001. Like, he said in the interview, like, yo, he was mad because he signed the contracts in 97. Like, damn, you been mad at that long, nigga? No wonder you was doing this, and I don't even know if that was the reason, but now you leave it open for interpretation. Right. We never knew that you was mad about the contracts. Murph didn't know. Murph wasn't mad. I didn't force Murph to sign the contract. You know what I'm saying? I didn't force Kiwan. They agreed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so But it's not just that. It's a bunch of shit that I don't want to speak on. But we still we're in a situation where we got to get our shit back. It's just for country ground. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's also some shit I just want to let go. Like, it ain't for everybody, and it's like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, bro, that was fucked up what you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it ain't like you confessed. We found out. So if you had never found out, you never would have told us. So there's certain shit that you can't fix. Like, you just can't fix it. It ain't like that. I can tell them but now I feel better though. You know what I'm saying? I feel better. I feel, you know what I'm saying, like more. I don't think about it as much. You know what I'm saying? That was 20 years of my life. It's like you talk about the 20-year penitentiary bid. They talk about the pen. Niggas to do the pen. Come on, talk about the pen for 5, 6, 7 years after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, still talking about when I was in the pen. So I had to remove that so I could just psychologically. I kept the lunatic shit, all lunatic plaques. Kept all the Major League plaques. I kept all the my accolades and my rewards. The songwriter of the year for Air Force One, songwriter of the year for Grills. Grills is my record. You know what I'm saying? I'm sacrificing. Like, who the sacrificial lamb? Like, nigga, I gave everybody make fun of me a little bit. It's like, you should have had your business together. Like, fuck, that shit hurt because I thought, like, St. Louis really hurt me. That's why I never come back. It's like, man, y'all like championing shit that ain't solid. And we solid. Like, you went and bought the name. But we can't do shows. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool. You mad at me or some shit. That's crazy. Like, you went in you
trademarked St. Lunatics.
Yeah. But you did that shit after you had already had a trademark and you had it back by Friday. You knew the BET Awards was gonna air on Sunday. So you shot it, everybody out but me. I didn't even care about that. The people thought that I did. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about that. I'm saying I don't want my name coming out that mouth. Until you repent on some shit. I got daughters and shit. Hold on. Bro. What happened was the next day, a letter came. See, if we dropped it on Friday, we got the letter on Friday, then, you know, we'd been talking on, I'd have been going all weekend. Fake ass nigga, fake, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He waited. He delivered the letters Monday. Now they're like, I'm mad because he didn't shout me out. I'm like, nah, because you bought the name. You bought the name September the 3rd or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're in the process of getting it back. We just can't do that. So we had to go through some shit to get our name back. That's why we can't. People say, y'all can be on the road. Like, yeah, we can be on this Millennium Tour. Easy. But we need the St. Lunatics to be up there. We can't just put, fuck all the TIX and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Yeah.
We got our shit back, and it's on our way back right now. It's verifiable right now. We're getting our shit back. And we can be, you can't take that. You can't. So it might be a whole other, he might start a whole other St. Lunatics with some other niggas, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, we went back to like the Four Tops or whatever they got this.
Temptations, different Temptations, St. Lunatics.
It's going to be Murph Ali, Keywan, and Murph Ali, Keywan, and Slow Down. And then, you know what I'm saying? And if he want to do what he want to do. But so just certain shit like that, bro. It was like, nah, it's just, you bought that, but you did that. You bought the name, and it just, you know, it's gonna trigger me. I'm a Cancer, so I'm going in. I'm not gonna be mad at you, either one of y'all, for a week and not say nothing. That shit on sight, bam. Ain't no fighting. It's just I'm addressing like, yo, bro, let me out you. I ain't like that, bro. I ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you know what I'm saying, like even if I just really talking to y'all, if something went on in here I didn't like, I hit y'all after this and be like, bro, I ain't like that, man, but I know you ain't mean shit, you know what I'm saying? I address it right there so it don't build up you know what I'm saying? Talk that to my wife, like, nah, if I get on your nerves about something, they get on my nerves. That's successful, a grateful marriage. A great marriage. If you hold it up, it come out wrong. It come out in a time where it's loud and angry. You know what I'm saying? If you say, boy, I can't stand when you you know, eat on the couch like that. And I'll be like, funny at the time. If you hold it and say it in a time where we battling, arguing or some shit, it can hurt different. So I'm not that kind of person. I already talk too much and shit. Y'all know that. I had to try to put a time limit on it. So the part I'm saying is that you can't say I talk too much and I don't talk enough. You can't say both of them. Come on, y'all. I take the weight if I talk too much or I do this. But don't say I ain't held this shit together for 20 years. And I'm just done, y'all. I'm just done trying to hold it over. When I'm done, I'm done. I'm trying to hold it, trying to bring it back, trying to keep this. My money getting lower and lower and lower and lower. I don't care about the money. I don't care. And he knew that. He said it like, yo, if I could depend on anybody. His nephew said it. Man, my uncle said if he could depend on anybody in this world to come at 3 a.m, gonna come get him out the bed, I'll leave. I'm coming, nigga.
Right.
So don't never, you know what I'm saying? If you went months and months and months and months without paying, you tripping? You got no money, my nigga. Like fuck that shit. Like if you doing that, if you ain't paying me, something going on in your life that ain't right. So I ain't tripping. I gotta hold on. You know what I'm saying? Gotta wait out. But don't let it be you jumping on the bitch with Balenciagas and new chains and you ain't paying me. And that really wasn't. That was a situation, but it really still wasn't no issue because it was. I'm the only person. I don't want $5 billion. I don't want it. I don't want it. I only want $1 billion. Nah, I don't want it. If I get it, I'm gonna give at least $700 million away. Because I know what come along with that. And I only need. If I could pick a certain number, you're not gonna have $1 billion. And boy, a lot of shit that come along with that. You're not gonna be in the vine and the grip with niggas. You're not gonna be doing some. You're not gonna be in some shit. You're not gonna.
Well, we talked about that the other day. I was like, as soon as you hit that billion mark, it's like shit just changed.
As soon as you hit that 60, 70 million,
yeah,
you gotta compromise some shit. They gotta have a little dirt on you and shit like that.
Yeah.
They just don't give you that without having some dirt on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know this.
You just get a black cloak in the mail and shit random.
Yeah, no, and I ain't saying like Illuminati shit like that. It's just about like. It's just you gotta have, you know what I'm saying? They gotta have it come with that. And even if it ain't about
power and everything.
Even if it ain't about nobody, that power fucks up your situation. You get so much money to where now you drinking more expensive champagne. I ain't saying hardcore drugs, just the expensive champagne stuff to blur your mind. Where you make bad decisions. You didn't have a threesome or some shit and fucked your marriage up. Like, what the fuck would you do that for? You know what I'm saying? I'm not that person. And I ain't saying nobody either. I'm saying I don't want that. I've seen the evil that money brings. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the rooms because we sold more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? So we went straight to the rooms. We didn't have no, go to the B room, go to the C room, go to the B room, go to the A room. We went straight from F to A room. Like, damn, we're in the A room taking pictures and shit. Hey, yo, Sylvester Stallone, let me get a picture. They're like, damn, y'all ain't supposed to be doing that in here. We off grand and shit, nigga. We don't know. You nigga. You Janet Jackson. You ain't Janet Jackson. You Penny. You Charmaine from Different Strokes. You want a picture?
Right.
We didn't know how to act. We was the hottest thing in the world. We didn't know how to act. Got up on the table. We ain't get on these people's table. My mama, we'll be on nobody's couch and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the gist of it. So when that shit came out, when you kind of reached out to me about that, yeah, man, that was like, go back and listen to it. It's all the opportunities I gave. Okay, yeah, okay, we was hooping, he got me hooping. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we make the team, and just because you woke me up and took me to the trials, I owe you. Like,
and that's what we was talking about. We just thought that like the camaraderie. You would just think like a lot of that shit wouldn't even matter. Like I know with me and Super Dope, our boy Geraldine and all that, it was just like if we would always be able to come together as a collective and be able to do something, we always made a pact to where it was just like we're all gonna be good. It ain't about me having more than the next or him or it would just never get to a point to where I'm sitting over here holding my shit and I seen a situation where Keywan was in the hospital down bad.
Yeah, you got
that shit like kind of threw me off because I was like, yo, if we were to trade places and say that was Super Dope over there in the hospital, it's without question.
Especially when you just did a photo shoot with Budweiser, and on the can, St. Louis Small, we still do it. It says find me in St. Louis going on drugs, smoking on drugs, going on some bub, getting
Oh shit!
getting mugs on the truck.
That's when they had the lyrics on the cans.
Yeah, it's all because accumulated enough scratches to navigate it. That's Kiwan. On the side, it say, I'm from the loop and I'm proud. That's mine. I wrote getting paid off this country grammar, smoking blunt in Savannah. Like, I went to college in Georgia. Who would know about Savannah, Georgia? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid off this country grammar. On the side, it say country grammar, Lou and I'm proud. On the bottom, it say, you can find me in St. Louis. Wrote that. At the bottom, it said, St. Louis, where we from, and you ain't never heard that we run. That's Kiwan verse from the Lunatic album. So ain't nothing on this can yours.
Yeah, that's
you can't throw Kiwan 5-10 bands. You gotta give me shit. And I'm saying, the last thing I want to say.
I'm gonna say it because him and Kiwan was like this. Yeah, so if you like this, yeah. I know that man right there that you see. We like this, and here, man, you gotta have my money. Go ahead, bro. Like, get well, please.
It wouldn't be nothing like
this should have changed you, my nigga. This shit just made it changed me. It changed Kiwan. It changed Murph. It changed Tim. It changed all of us. I ain't trying to be an angel. You know what I'm saying? I was taking 7, 8, 9 ecstasy pills a day. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? Anything I did, I smoked water. Y'all know I talked about it in raps and pop one of these. You know what I'm saying? I'm just an open book. You know what I'm saying? If anything go wrong, I say something crazy about Lando Watson I shouldn't have said. I apologize. Get back with him. Things that me and him went through for like when he was in the hospital. I was there. We just never talked about it. I was there buying pain medicine and just doing shit for him. You know what I'm saying? We fucked up. We went too far, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But my nigga got different, my nigga. It just got different. But I want to say this is that all I asked was this. All the opportunities I gave, I always want to say, do I owe you? I really want to be like, yeah, but I never, the truth was, I just said, don't block me. So you was blocking my shit. And I always knew like, damn, I'm big, bro. I help him write this shit. I got him in the game. You know what I'm saying? I was cool. I was 2 years old. I was cool. I was, you know what I'm saying? He looked up to me, you know what I'm saying? So he liked to keep me around. I was, I knew cool shit. I knew hip hop culture shit. I knew just goofy shit. I knew from everything from Wu-Tang to TV show Friends to, you know what I'm saying? I just knew all kind of weird ass Jeopardy question ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So always good to have around. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just saying, don't block me. That's all I'm saying to the world. You don't understand. I'm not saying don't help me. I'm saying stop blocking me. Right. I go get a deal at Universal, you fuck it up. I get a job offer. You tell him, no, he cool, he don't want it. How are you gonna turn down my job? I want that job. I'm 43 years old. I want to go to work at 9 to 5. I don't want to be
right anymore. You try to tour and do all that.
I ain't trying to tour. You tell him no. How you gonna tell him no? Okay, that's cool. Even though that's not cool. But then what hurt was, at the very end, you say, how long am I supposed to take care of him? Nigga, you ain't never had to take care of me. Just stop blocking my shit. Stop blocking Murph's shit. Stop getting mad when Murph get a little bit of fame, boy. All of a sudden, man, Murph acting funny. Oh, yeah, he ain't no different than he always been. He don't barely talk. He be moving slow motion, twisting his hair. But them fans, them jumping, that sharing that light be a motherfucker.
Yeah, that should be. Yeah.
Sharing that light be a motherfucker. Me, I'm just a proud big brother, proud papa for Murph. I can never lose. I'm never jealous or mad because shit. If I do bad, I don't give a shit. I told him he did good, even when he didn't believe in himself. I did. You know what I'm saying? So when Murph do good, I'm happy. When they do good, I'm happy. When the group do good, I'm happy. I'm just happy. You know what I'm saying? Kiwan never wanted to rap. Shit, he wanted to do clothes and do some Fortune 500 shit. Murph wanted to do his thing. It just was, we got the wrong motherfucker in the position of power. When the power shift and I wasn't quarterback no more, shit went different. It would. I don't know how it would have went. I know I would have signed a gang of mother or the masterpiece, this bitch. I would have masterpiece this motherfucker. Fuck that. Yeah. I'm helping motherfuckers. I'm trying to be Jay Prince, Dame Dash, and all that shit that right. You know what I'm saying? That help for people shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm L.A. Reid and Babyface. So it was about more with me, man. Y'all gotta understand. It's not about. I'm still not saying I did all this for you. Give me an opportunity. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just don't block my opportunities when they come. You block them. You really are physically blocking them. So,
Yeah, that's real shit.
but I'm happy right now.
Appreciate you for this interview. I salute you. I
appreciate you.
Yeah,
thank
it's truly an honor. Like, we've been a fan, and it wasn't just always just of like, you know, the main face. Like, we appreciated everything, the whole collection, and what you guys did and what you guys brought as a collective and shit. Like, all you, like, we were fans of that whole movement, and then just to have you on this with us, you know, starting up on this podcast, it's just, you know, it's a real blessing.
I appreciate y'all having me too, bro. I had a good time.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. But before you go, we know you got some things going on with some clothes and different things. Like, is there anything that you just want to put out there?
Yeah, I got clothing line prep league. All I'm doing right now in life is, you know, my publishing and my shit. I'm just living. I want to take 2 years off and just kind of like see if I can do that. So now I'm kind of getting back and doing things. And all I'm doing is to still trades. Before anything, I was a DJ. So I was a producer. I used to, in the neighborhood, people from my neighborhood too, I used to pay me $2, $3 to clean your shoes. I was good at cleaning shoes. You know what I'm saying? I was good at give me your pants. I take them home, spray bleach on them, wash them, and I take a marker and do like some graffiti on them. They just pay me $10 in high school, in junior high. Do that shit. In high school, I was DJing I went to Carter, so I did all the archdiocese parties, all the CCPs and all it was out of chains, and I got paid $300. Then I went to cutting hair. I just cut hair at my house, and then I cut hair and come to my house, and I was a DJ, so you could get a haircut and a mixtape, and you know what I'm saying, for $10 and shit. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm doing now is just, you know, doing that bigger because I got more money. So the Air Force Ones, I wrote a song that made that shoe the #1 athletic shoe. Not wrote, came up with the concept. Like, yo, let's do a song about Air Force One. That's really in the industry a big thing, the concept. I didn't know how important that was.
Right.
So did that. They made $28 billion. So I got to go talk to Nike. Like, Nike, come on. I made $28 billion since we dropped that song, and y'all been the #1 athletic shoe. So you mean tell me we sold y'all more than Jordan? Damn, that's big. So, and then I was the first to DIY. I'm doing this. I was the first one. When we made that song, I like the limited edition, the khaki, the army green, patent leather, pinstripe. It was all dream shoes. We just dreaming. They didn't have shoes. You know, Kiwan had the ones he said, that's to put a kid on the sole, and I got a wider shoe. You know what I'm saying? Chrome, the wood grain with the every song in that shoe, Nike has actually made them now. You know what I'm saying? When they first came to us, they was only had like white, black,
white and black,
real general. Then Baltimore,
white, black, blue, gray.
Baltimore had like, but I had to like, you know, I painted them first. First we putting tape on them. I wore Spurs at first, now it's tape on them. Damn, when those come out. So I write the date on them. You know what I'm saying? We put tape on them at first. We just tape the whole shoe, lime green. Like, you want to put lime green tape. And take an X-Acto knife and cut out, and then pull it off and leave it on the Nike sign and do this. And then when Nike would be at the show, because we had the record jam. Nike would be at the show, we'd be like, where'd you guys get those? And then we'd look at, there's tape on them. They just started mimicking what we was doing. And just started getting the shoes off that shit. The Louis Vuitton ones, the Gucci ones, we didn't. Yeah, they didn't. I got some over there. They didn't make those. You know what I'm saying? They didn't make them. They didn't make them like that. We did that. We designed them. I straight could do them now. Though. You know what I'm saying? I was doing them then. I was the first to paint them. Anything. I was the first to do that shit. Like, period. Period. So they was talking about, all I'm saying is show me. Show me. Just show me. Just show me. Well, show me something that you had in 98 that you painted yourself. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I first did that shit like that and did it and put that fabric on there, and now I learned how to sew it in the toe and shit and on the Nike sign and shit. Now, as kids, that's just crazy with this shit. They make a
Yeah,
whole.
that's just a
super
thing
proud.
now.
I'm happy. I ain't jealous or. Damn, I started something in life. Like, damn, I could die today. Like, I got an impact. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that I got the shoes. Like I said, I do forces any kind where you want them. I buy the authentic purse or the garment bag or the backpack or whatever. And then bring it home, break it down. You know what I'm saying? Just so the shoes, forces. Now I'm doing Jordan 1. I got the clothing line. But I'm going to open like a spot. Little small spot so people can like come versus I ain't got to keep going back and forth to the post office all day and every day. But it's fun.
Brick and mortar. A brick and mortar.
A brick and mortar spot, yeah. So I can just it's probably big as a cell phone spot. Somewhere I can just take orders at where I can deal with things and clean shoes. I know how to, you know, do icing of the soles and all that kind of shit to work. Just really good kind of, and it's just fun right now at this age to do that and be able to make a living off that kind of fun shit and set my own hours in, and then still got some other shit coming because I got a court situation where we have to be paid. We got a whole album, Country Grammy that we didn't make no money off of.
Right. Yeah. And then speaking of that, before you go, if I could, is there anything, or you still doing new music and all that?
Yeah, I got Black Gold. I made it 19. Really me rapping now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not catering to nobody but what I like to do. So Black Gold came out in 19. 2021 I dropped Rose Gold. So y'all go on Apple Music and all the streaming platforms and find Black Gold and Rose Gold. If y'all ain't heard them, you're gonna hear it's adult music. It's me talking about, you know, soccer practice and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's over fire as beat. Groovy, it's more of a sample base, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going, and it's my best album, you know what I'm saying? But it's just real life. Ain't no cap in my rap, none. It's just you gonna hear it like, nah, he's really talking about, you know, washing dishes and thinking about ambition, and, you know what I'm saying? Like really like about life shit to where people really got people that's really enjoying it, so I'm having fun. Murph, new album, got second time around. So we just having fun, you know what I'm saying, right now. So we got a show. I'm going with Murph tomorrow in North Carolina. Right. So we still grooving, you know what I'm saying? We still groovy and grooving. We still the Ticks. We really could be out there on Millennium Tour. So we gonna get out there, but I had to sit down for a minute for 2 years just because I've been going the longest, y'all, 20 years. Right. Never, you know how many toilets out of shit here?
Man, a lot.
You know what I'm saying? How many graduations or important dates? You know, I got daughters and shit. I miss nephews and shit. I'm the youngest of 7. I miss nieces and nephews and like, the shit that I paid for, graduation, prom dresses and shit I missed. But it's cool. But nah, I'm just I got you for a reason. I want to look like Santa Claus. I got 23-year-old daughter. I'm gonna have a grandchild one day. I want to be Poppa Leezy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been ashamed of getting old. I couldn't wait to get old. Everybody in my neighborhood got their head blown off or they in prison. Everybody. And the old dude told me it was gonna happen. And the old dude told me it was gonna happen. All my niggas dead or in jail. Flat out doing wide receiver numbers or dead. Shootout with Jennings police, dead. Monster and all them straight up grimy killers. And I got a great beard, nigga. Is you serious? I'm rocking that bitch. I'm straight up alive still. You know what I'm saying? I'm from a damn right like the life I built. I'm from 88, nigga. I might got killed. You know what I'm saying?
You remember, sorry, this is the last thing.
No.
Remember in St. Louis, they used to say majority of us will only make it to 18. I know they tell the whole world, but throughout St. Louis, on the radio, Magic 108, on the newspaper, they used to always say, you're not going to make it past 18.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Look at me now. You think I'm not finna, you think I'm not finna, where it is? This shit says wisdom. It don't say, I know everything. It just says, listen to what I've been through, youngster. You know what I'm saying? Y'all familiar with like Block on TV? I started that with them.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
to give this. It was the St. Louis TMZ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this gave it. It's like MidwestMixtapes.com. That's me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But I like Jesse, my brother, my love, my nephew, my Blanco, who I love. I be buying them and giving them back. I be fucking with them, fucking their heads up with that shit. How much gonna sell it for? I'm all right. And they say a number, I give them more and then give it back to them. And I said, just keep it. I come get some money later or something. You know what I'm saying? They be like, damn. I'm like, but I end up saying, I want you to do this with it. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of be like, yeah, what you want me to do? I'm like, here goes some money. Go find the hottest beautician, the hottest, barber, the hottest just to make St. Louis, like make everybody like stars. You know what I'm saying? You get a beautician that's hot. You tell her, come there and say, Ali paid for the site. Whenever you go on a Target, let me know. Or go to Target next week. Wear some kind of, don't overdress it, play it down, but look kind of cute, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna touch down how to get like a paparazzi shot. I'm gonna say, boom, Shell caught her at Target stripping, she still look good. Boom, post it. And it just turned people into stars at home.
Right.
Make stars. You know what I'm saying? How to it's a science behind it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been sold from the last 2 years just working on my daughter. Yeah, she had 100,000 on iPhone, whatever, on Instagram, and 400 on there. And I'm like, yo, just kept teaching her, like, yo, but not too much. Can't teach you too much. You just make suggestions. You teach too much, they go the other way.
Right.
So I do shit like that just to help out and help build shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Just keep it going, y'all. But I'm gonna get back out here sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? But right now I'm just happy. It's like being old, man. I like being old. I'm 50. I like it. I like to say it. I don't want to not look like it. I want to. I'm still gonna wear the. I'm gonna still be cool, but I gotta do a little different. I can't wear the exact same shit a 25-year-old because what am I giving him to look forward to?
Right.
Man, I gotta give him something to look forward to. I gotta show him, I can't look just like him. I can still wear Jordan. I gotta have a V-neck sweater on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta make you proud of this gray beard. So you ain't 50 years old dying. And that shit looks stupid as fuck for real. Okay, if you just
Those motherfuckers that do the you ain't thought about getting you the little paint tar and shit to get the perfect line. You ain't trying to do that.
I ain't got no motherfucking hair nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like to where I don't and as a barber, that's a whole other story. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to cut her bad as fuck. That was the best time of my life. That's where you get all the talk and all that kind of shit. I want to open a shop and just start cutting hair again. Really do. And people just, I think I might shoot a reality show and just put it straight to YouTube doing that. Like, yo, show them my house. First of all, just show me my house. Like, damn, if you go out and look at my video, like, it is what it is. That's my house. You know what I'm saying? My shit,
Oh, yeah, do that shit. That just sounds dope.
I'm going to show you this is why I'm living. This is the cars I got. But I still wanted to go cut her. Still wanted to do this shit because this is more fuck that fame shit, man. That shit ain't for everybody. It's a groovy time. So I admire the kid that's now cutting hair. Like, man, y'all got so much shit. I was getting $15, $10 a cut. You motherfuckers getting $75, $50,
man,
25, like that.
I still ain't seen $100 lineup yet, but they say they out there.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's getting $100 cut. I was charging you with a beard and everything was $15. So I'm saying
right. That sounds about right.
I ain't no old hater though. like man, you're grumpy. And I'm like, nah, damn, I gotta get back cutting hair because shit, I was good. And if I could draw on your face too, you know what I'm saying?
Man, they got all kinds of tools now where they pretty much got razor pens and shit now.
Yeah, I seen that. That's crazy. To where I can draw. So if I could just go on your beard like this, like for years I'll show y'all. I use a marker, a wet dry marker from Sharpie because I didn't want to. Dye would break me out, and I didn't want to. So I would use that back in 2000 when I had like a little piece of gray. I used wet for slick surfaces, wet dry, boom, boom, boom. I would put that there. I can swim and shower and it won't come off. It's made for wet dry. So when I would have like the goatee, you'll look and see. I can show you pictures where it was this day I had. I would get on stage, my whole shit would be perfect, black. After the show was over, I'd walk outside and people would be like, "Damn, what do you recognize? It was great." So I can rinse it off. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing that since 2000. You go back and look at the first album cover, I had gray right here. So I always would touch it. So I kind of did that, you know what I'm saying? To where I start showing her people was seeing it, Paul Wall, like, I get shit like that. Like, I got this little marker thing, I do like this. It was when it was cut down real close and low, like how yours is, you know what I'm saying? And I would just touch it and then just make it where, because I'm with a bunch of 8 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? I can't be, I can be Poppa Leezy. Now I could be the oldest one. It looks fresh now, but
yeah, definitely.
So
yeah, I think me and Super Dope still, if we get out of here, we still gonna hold on to hope that we, I guess, eventually get a reunion. If any group should come back in full force, it would be the St. Lunatics.
Nah, I wouldn't even. That man is like that. We'll never get cool again. We just, we
know that's unfortunate.
He sounded like that. It's just how it's so much love behind it, to where I didn't say so much shit about him. He didn't say so much shit about me. We'll never get back together ever. I promise y'all. I promise my life we'll never get back together. And
hey, people said he even said that he would never be cool with Ashanti. Look now.
But that's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he been knowing Ashanti, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I've been knowing him 30.
That's what I'm saying.
30 years. Like, I'm saying that. I mean, I respect what you're saying.
I'm just wishing. I'm sorry. I'm just wishing. I'm wishing that over.
I don't want to put a cloud over. I wish him and Murph and Keywan. Let me kind of get back together and do that kind of thing. That was the original Lunatics. It was just my group.
Gotcha.
I was just teaching them how to rap and shit. Then Murph asked me one day to join the group. Come on, I believe you should join the group. We good enough. We good enough now. So I was like, one of the members that quit, I joined the group. But nah, it ain't never gonna be that no more, because it was just too much.
You say it's never gonna be. I'm cool with that. But if it happened, just saying, I got an idea. Say them come out, right? They do a couple songs, and then Murph go, "Hey, Ali, come join us."
Right.
Could you just step out on stage? I think that'll be dope.
If we can't get the last verse on Red Hot Riplets we
ain't never gonna occupy the same space again.
Damn.
If you ever occupy the same space, I'm up. I ain't got nothing to say. He ain't got nothing to say. He shouldn't have nothing to say. And if he got something to say, I'm shocked. I'm really disappointed that he would have something to say. He ain't holding firm on what he's saying, but I ain't got nothing to say. We didn't cut too deep. You know what I'm saying? We didn't went too deep to where it's like, nah, we can never, because if we could get back together now, it was fake from the beginning. So we didn't went so far right now to where I can never honestly trust you again. So I couldn't, and then people say just get together for the money. Like, that's sucker shit. Like, we shouldn't do for the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
We cool. It's just too much. There's a lot of shit that I can say on my end. But y'all be like, oh, okay, I can say on his end. Y'all be like, oh, okay, I'm tripping. I ain't know it was like that. Y'all never, I never, it ain't about, my wife, not my wife and shit like that, but.
Yeah, no, we get it. We just, just as fans, a lot of people, they're not gonna.
And I apologize about that though. You know what I'm saying? That's why
definitely.
I think that at least Murph Keywan and the rest of them get back together, it'd be a good look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I apologize to the fans, and I try to, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully one day, some miracle happen or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I bump my head and memory loss and fuck, you know what I'm saying? Can't even remember what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want the fans, because people who do like hit me like, bro, it ain't about you. It's about we wore Band-Aids and we wore big clothes, motherfucker. I'm like,
yeah, no, definitely, man. We get that. Shit, we don't want to hold you up too much longer. We know you're busy. Give the folks your social media link so they can find you.
Ali _St. Lunatics. Just follow me on IG or Facebook. IG gonna,
He's definitely active on IG. I know that. So
And everybody, make sure y'all follow his prep league. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all
they
cop
gonna
something.
pay too. Yeah, new shit coming out. Everything be exclusive too, so don't be expecting me to do, because I really do the shoes. You know what I'm saying? So I be having 50, 60 orders and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be liking to do the same thing over and over. Can't stand that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all pushing that though for me.
No, we appreciate
no doubt,
it,
man.
We hope
we appreciate
you can come back again, because I know it's still more stories to tell. You hear me?
Yeah, it's I got, like Murphy Lee gonna say, man, chill, save it for the movie.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
Save for the documentary, save for the movie. You know, so that's definitely gonna happen. It's definitely gonna be a documentary or a movie to explain
Oh
it.
hell yeah, yeah, that's gonna be hot, man.
All right, Jay, you can send us up.
All right, shit, that's your job. You want to send us out?
All right. That's Jay Almighty. That's Geraldine. 2 names. I'm Super Dope Keys. That's Big Leezy, aka Poppa Leezy, aka Ali.
AKA Hannibal Lecter.
And you just been chin check.
Bye. Hold on, fellas.